As we go on this journey of change, we're going to start to see, or you're going to hear me talk a lot about the four keys: mindset, perspective, attitude, which really are the building blocks of the most important, which is philosophy. And I'd like to take the next few videos, and I'm going to explain in a little greater detail what I mean by mindset, attitude, perspective, and philosophy. You will really hear me speak a lot on perspective, because I believe that really how we view the world, how we view ourselves and others, really is a large determining factor of where we go when it comes to change. I'm going to speak on philosophy, which philosophy really is just the overall view, the overall how you just interpret the world, how you treat the world. And when I say the world, I mean people, situations. Philosophy is really based on your life experiences, and philosophy can be both negative or positive. And in order for real change to take place, if you have a negative philosophy, your change by nature is going to be negative. So it's really important to have a look at your philosophy. Do you spend more time in a negative mind frame, or do you spend more time in a positive mind frame? Do you see the good in situations, or do you look for the bad in situations? And yeah, philosophy is one of those things in life where it's in constant need of work and attention. You're constantly building it, and really what you take out of life, what you take out of situations, what you take away from the world really will reflect in your philosophy, will reflect in how you treat people, how you treat situations, how you treat your environment. An environment is natural environment, man-made environment, just anything that is around you. I found that from everybody has a philosophy. It's really up to you to really sit down with yourself and really understand the way that you see things. There for a long time, professionally, I was very good at what I did, which was inventory control, change management, process management. My philosophy, I had worked really hard on my professional philosophy on where I wanted to go professionally, and my personal philosophy, I really didn't put a lot of thought into, because I figured, I've got a great job that makes up for a lot. Good money, good work ethic, that really will bleed over into my personal life. When actually I found out that, the stronger my personal philosophy was, it would actually bleed over into my professional life. And I really started to take time to really work on perspective, attitude, and mindset. I really started to take note of really just how did I handle situations? How did I treat people? Was I more positive than negative? Was I more negative than positive? And I found that really, I really had a selfish, very self-centered philosophy. As long as I was happy, as long as I thought I was doing good, then the rest of my world was fine. And come to find out that wasn't it at all. Come to find out, while my professional life was going really well, my personal life, it was suffering. It was suffering really bad, and that was due to some very, very poor decisions, some very poor actions that really, as I look back on things over the last 4 years, I found were some of the most terrible decisions I could have ever made, and they affected so many more people than I could have ever dreamed. And as I looked back, and I really started to understand the reach and the effect of my decisions, that's really where I started my change in philosophy. Was to change, to make a conscious effort to really start treating everybody that I came in contact with better. Those of my family, of my friends, of strangers. I took time out of my day to make sure that I held a door, I gave a compliment, I helped somebody put groceries in their car, and I found that the more positive things that I did, I'm not going to say life was easier, but it seemed less stressful. It seemed that the more positive I did in life, the less I struggled. And I don't really know what to relate that to. I don't know, you can call it karma, or you can just call it good, positive energy. But those are the things that I really based my philosophy in, was just to be a better person overall. And when I slowed down and I took the time to help people, or to listen to people, or to maybe stop and help somebody change a tire, to just give a little more of myself to those who needed it, I found that slower pace of life, it was really beneficial. It really helped me to understand more about myself, understand more about society in general, really to understand more just the way life is really supposed to work. And as you start to break, as you stop looking at life as years or decades, and you start looking at life in the moment, in the minutes, in the seconds of life, and what you can do in each one of those seconds, or each one of those minutes, or to just look around the world and see that there's a lot of beauty. Sometimes we run so fast that we never just stop to look around, to just see what's actually going on around us. We get caught up in the moment, we get caught up in our own personal lives, and we forget that there's a lot of lives around us that don't get the attention they need, or don't get the positive feedback, or they just don't feel good. They just don't feel good, whether it's a person, a group of people. And it's really important as a human who is trying to change, that we stop and take a look around and really understand who we are, and not who we think we are, but really stop and have a really solid understanding of actually who we have become. Because once you understand who you have become, it makes it much easier to know who you want to be. And those changes are the easiest. Those small changes, those changes in behavior, those really are the easiest changes to make, because they require almost no effort to slow down, to hold a door, to give a compliment, to just help somebody in need. Those are the simplest changes to make. They require no battling of yourself. They require no demons. They require no looking in your heart, no mental or emotional stress or pain. They just require a good act, a nice gesture, if you will. So as these videos roll, we'll get more into the philosophy, and as I explain, mindset and perspective and attitude, hopefully my view on philosophy will become much clearer, because those really are the foundation of philosophy, as I see it.